and shit like that.
I want to hear this. Go
But
on.
they do not have chefs that set up tables to feed these people. No,
No,
that's just silly. And the
it's
mess that these people are leaving is it's crazy. It's so dangerous that I mean it's just clothes and trash left on in the pathway, and they've got this light, that is run, of course, off of diesel fuel. That if it sparks, that trash, and I mean it is littered the whole length of the border, it looks like.
right.
But of course it's not, but it looks like it's long. It's just a bunch of trash. It's going to go up. It's going to start on fire. It's a
Yeah, that's
fire waiting to
You
happen.
tell
that's
me.
right.
You tell me how a wildfire started in fucking Maui, and I'll give you $1 billion.
Yeah,
And you know
right.
what? If you think, and if you look at that whole piece of that whole part of the island is burned down.
I
It's
have to. Oh
devastating.
well, that's a difference. Remember, I was saying yesterday, Joe. I was like, okay, sand is what we use
Mhm.
aside from water to put out fires. Those
Right,
trees are hard burned. They're
right.
surrounded by water. If that wasn't caused, there was no way the whatever they say, the environment did it, or what were
Yeah,
they saying? We're like,
fire
Oh, it
weather.
was
It was
set.
fire
it
weather.
was a set fire, people. 36 people died, probably more by now because of
Oh,
Yeah,
whatever
they
but
the,
said
there are
yesterday
hundreds
was
missing.
55. Yeah,
they're up to 55.
150. Yeah, I believe it.
100. There's no way sand went up on fire. And people
No
have
way.
to think.
This
Sand is
this is
glass.
bad.
It's what
Hmm.
it is. It's what it is. Glass does not go on fire, people.
They're Benny guy. I can't. He's wears glasses. He's there. He said they're him and some other people. I guess they're blaming it on leftist policies, because it's these leftist policies that are putting our own people in the streets. Of course,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
bringing in hundreds and millions of people, and we're giving them a place to live. But our
Right.
own people, our own American people, are living in the streets because they're pushing them there because they think that they should be doing drugs. And I
Huh.
know for a fact that it's
Yeah.
the government that lets those drugs come in.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
It is the government. It is
Yeah.
Congress. Congress is corrupt to the core. It's
It's
rich people.
it's
Rich people.
not
These rich people have screwed us people over again.
it's not well, okay, first of all, they became rich because they were part of the deep state, they were part of the cabal, and they got themselves rich. It only took them a couple of 100 years, maybe
Yeah.
more.
Money
Can
begats
you hear it?
money. These people are all rich people.
That door is not supposed to be open.
They're all connected.
Went out on the porch to smoke, and I used the bathroom at one point. I didn't close all the way. Or either I was looking down.
Well, then I'm glad you cleaned it out.
I got big piles of shit in the tub.
I don't know why he does it. You take the cat, it's yours. Whatever. I forgot what we were talking about now. Sorry.
What were we talking about, Joe?
A lot of shit.
Sorry,
Jill knows what we were talking about.
Come
I
on,
do.
Jill. Come on, Jill.
Well, we were talking about putting people in hotels and feeding
Oh,
them.
right, the migrants. Because
Right. And
Brian
yet
said
our
that.
American
Yeah,
veterans and
Oh my God. I nearly wanted to go through the phone and smack him. I'm
I can't
sorry.
no,
believe
he
he said
needs
I
that.
am
to be
so
smacked.
sorry, Brian Craig. But that
Fucking
was just
idiot.
like, that was a dumb, and he thinks he's gonna get somewhere with this, and that's just, you're putting shit in people's heads that aren't true.
It's just stupid.
Just call somebody up at the border and find the fuck out before you. Damn it. I just
Man,
can't.
man, oh man.
That's one thing I don't like is, and I'm so sick and tired of correcting people.
Look,
I
look,
really
you guys.
am.
Let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you this right now. All right. Even if you're a Hispanic person, Mexican descent, I don't give a fuck.
You ain't
Okay.
staying in
Oh,
Texas.
I'm not Mexican, I'm Spanish. I don't give a fuck. If you're a Hispanic, and you see these fucking Mexicans coming across the border, I can guarantee you that
Yep.
all American Hispanics do not like
Like
that.
them. Exactly.
We don't like that shit.
No, nope.
None of us do.
That's
We
what I'm
accept
saying. We
them
would know,
if
we
they're
would know
we
if that was
accept
happening.
them if they're kind and they work hard and they do what they're supposed to do.
Do
We
it the legal
accept
way.
that. Do it. Yes. Well, they're still illegal, but if they go through the process and make themselves legal, then we accept it.
Right.
Okay. That's how we do. But if you just come across the border like they are now, no, we don't like that shit no more than any other person in the United States.
I know that, Joe. I mean,
It's just silly. I mean,
right.
we've been living with, but see, you have to understand, we've been living with it for decades,
Right.
so we're more used to them filtering over like that. However,
I've lived with
now
it my
we
whole
have a
life.
total
I
invasion.
never noticed. Do you know, there was a time when I was like, like 8, 9 years old, and I was
Mhm.
speaking Ukrainian to my friends because I had no idea that they didn't understand. I grew up with, my parents speaking Ukrainian. I grew up with my friends speaking Greek. I've had Gaelic, you name it.
Right.
And a lot of times, that's why I'm very good with word origins. I could say
Right.
hello in like 50, I don't know how many languages. It's just
Right.
because we all thought that we were one. We
Right.
had no idea that Maria was Greek, Patricia was Irish, Yanni was Greek. We had no idea.
Mhm.
The girl next door was Spanish. I didn't know. We all thought we were the same.
Right.
So
Right.
when Maria's mother would say Diganas to me, I'd say Gala because I thought it was the way to talk to people, just didn't know it was a different language. We're kids,
I get that.
right? Do you
Mhm.
understand? So
Mhm.
for me to
Mhm.
say adios, hasta luego, it's just very fucking natural. My friends were Puerto Rican growing up. Most of my friends, my good friends were, a couple of my good friends.
What was Julia?
Julia was, okay, so Julia has a very interesting history because she's German and Irish. Now, her uncle was a broadcaster. It is not the reason I'm into broadcast. I like listening to the radio. I just always did, even probably before I
Mhm.
met Julia, which was like at 9. But he was a broadcaster in Boston, and he was a pilot. He took us up my first trip in the air when I was like 9 years old and 10 years old in a small plane, like a 4-seater. And then her uncle, who was actually, I won't get into that. Her uncle was in the Directors Guild. He was in the Actors Guild. He knew a lot of people. I knew a lot of people growing up because of Julia's family. I never really met them, but I have like letters from Leonard Nimoy sent to Julia.
Right.
Because, well, Uncle Len did Star Trek 4. He was in the Directors Guild for Star Trek 4, a lot of movies, but I mean, he used to tell me stories of how John Wayne was friends with Yul Brynner, and if you never noticed, they'll do cameos in each other's movies, like quite
Right.
often. I had to go look it up because I believed him. Of course, he was my uncle. He was like my Uncle Len too. But never thought you don't know how connected some of these people in Hollywood are. Yeah, I know Julie was my best friend, but she had her father played in Studio 54. Very liberal. I don't know I wonder if the broadcaster was liberal. I mean, I was a kid when I met him. I might have
Is
met him
Julia
once.
still alive?
Huh?
Is Julia still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, Carolyn.
She's not a liberal, not like what you would think, but she is. We got
Liberal.
along because we were both very smart kids. Very smart growing up in New York, We've both been through a lot, seen a
Right.
lot, we're into a lot of things. So we just It wasn't until Trump. And I told her before COVID, I said, I know, Julia, you prepare. Something is, I mean, a year before COVID. And that's when we stopped talking. I said, you better beware, it is going to happen. I wasn't sure what, but then it was COVID, obviously.
Right.
They're already preparing another one for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, in 2025, the
Yep. When Trump takes over again.
sashisa, something weird.
I think at that time, at that moment, we should attack the rich people. Fucking take them out, man.
It won't happen. If we already know about it, it won't happen.
Mhm.
We have a
Sure,
year
could be.
of change to fix it. And Trump will be in office. So I am not concerned about or whatever the fuck it's
Well,
called.
they
COVID
found that
20.
level 4 biolab in California.
Is that surprising?
No, it's not. Not even at all.
I know you guys want to do these videos and stuff, and I'm really sick of it. I cannot fucking wake people up anymore. I'm done. I mean, it's in our own family that still won't wake up. I just want to sit back. I don't want to work on it anymore. I want to do my arts.
And take
never
a break, Carolyn.
It's not just a break.
Well, maybe you're done.
I'm done. I feel done. I want, if the people that I tried to wake up are not awake by now, I'm so afraid to go watch Jeremy. I saw ding, Jeremy popped up on my phone 2 nights ago. I don't want to watch it because he fucking won't wake the fuck up. And he says half the shit correctly.
Right.
Are you out of your minds? I'm working on the video, right? And so I decide to put a bunch of Joes in, Joe Biden, little clips. My fucking computer almost like it did not, the system did not like me overloading it, but I don't care. So there's like 8 different, and I literally put one of these things on, or is not like the other. They aren't in the fucking 5 or 6 Bidens that I'm showing you. You have to be goddamn blind. Now, I don't care if you want to call it an actor, fine, but at least realize it's not the same person. James Biden, his brother, Joe's brother, looks 90% like him. It would be so easy to put little tab here, little dot there, little line there. Look
Yeah,
at
who knows,
the
man.
characters. They make Robin Williams look like Popeye in like the 80s.
Yeah.
And he's able to close his eye. I mean, and then he talked like him. This has been, I mean, acting has been part of our lives since arts have began. I just can't understand why people are not waking up. I'm feeling Patch's frustration.
Yeah, he's very frustrated. I know. I feel bad.
You know what, you guys?
What?
Believe it or not, but every one of you guys online saved me from that frustration.
Really?
Because I knew all this stuff was going on, right? And
Right.
I knew it was deep. Of course, I didn't know how deep it was until I met all you, especially Carolyn.
Oh, absolutely.
But I knew it was bad. And nobody was believing me. And everybody was calling me crazy.
Right.
I had
Oh,
nobody.
I've
I
had
had
a tinfoil
nobody.
hat on my head for 30 years,
It-
even my own husband.
I wanted to fucking scratch my fucking face off. It was so bad.
Yes, I know.
You know, and then I met all you guys and I go, wow, I'm not the only one. Thank fucking God, I'm not the only one.
Well, and that's what gives us hope too, is
But
there
this
are
is-
more of us than you think.
It's
There are.
such insanity.
I
It's
always
like,
think there are more of
I
us.
can't believe that normal people would would believe that what's going on is okay and normal.
Right, right.
It's
The only way people can believe it's normal is if they're
part of that group.
indoctrinated. Well, okay, there's a difference between, like, you've got Congress people who have been bought out. Feinstein, Biden, CCP, they're all bought out by China. But then you got these people that sit at home that are really lovely people, and they're watching the TV getting hypnotized. Take your
Right.
COVID shot, get your COVID shot, go get the boosters. You got to get the boosters. Go, 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 go. Trade
Exactly.
in. Biden is a champ and Trump is a fake, and they hear it. It's not even just hearing it. There's visuals. There's MK Ultra. There's hypnotism. Obama studied for almost 10 years how to speak. You ask regular people who lip read or study this kind of thing. Study languages, study facial expressions, study hypnotism, and they will tell you he knows what the fuck he's doing. So
Yeah,
wake
he does.
the fuck up already. You're hypnotized. Oh my God, I'm so sorry you've been hypnotized and you're not as smart as you think you are, but you are as smart as you think you are, because it has nothing to do with smarts. That's what I want people to understand. It has nothing to do with how intelligent you are. We're very lucky that we just don't watch the TV. We're lucky we don't watch TV.
Yeah, I hate it.
I do too. I can't handle it. I
Mm-mm.
can't handle TV.
There's a
I
reason
can't
it's called
stand
the boob
lies.
tube, and they really made it so. They hypnotized you.
Right.
Mhm.
I,
Yeah. When
Jesus,
I first
if you
started
can't see it
seeing
by
them,
now, I don't know.
when I started seeing that they were saying exactly the same thing on every
Every
channel, that
channel,
really
right.
freaked me out. That was Freaky Friday.
What gave it away was Hillary is going to win. Hillary is going to win. Well, Hillary has to win every fucking channel,
And she didn't.
and she
No.
didn't win. Now,
Thank
why
God.
is it? Did these people not only say it or think it? So either A, they're getting money. They've been given
Mhm.
money to
Mhm.
spout one agenda, which is fine,
Mhm.
or they're actually fucking brainwashed, because
Mhm.
intelligent people do not want to see harm. They
So the
always
thing is that there are two types of people,
bingo.
the sheeple and then the ones behind the curtain.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
And those are the Rothschilds. And
The Wizard of Oz, that gave a lot away too.
Mm.
that's right. It did.
The simplest things people just overlook. Oh, The Wizard of Oz, it's such a great movie. Hello. She got stopped by poppies, drugs,
That's right.
to go to Emerald Island. The Emerald City? Emerald Island.
Yeah.
Epstein Island, maybe. But like, drugs
Right.
in a child's
Exactly.
movie. So
Well,
don't even think it. Red
That's
shoes.
the
The Red Shoe Club. Water. The witch was killed by water. The thing that we, the people, any human being, whether you're black or white or whatever creed you are, you need water to survive.
that's right.
But yet that witch died of it. And then, but they made the Wizard of Oz an actual happy little dorky guy, right? But why was he so scary at first? Why was he trying to keep him away?
I
And then
don't
all of a
know.
sudden, when they get to him,
It
oh,
doesn't
no,
make
he's
sense,
just this
does
guy
it?
behind the curtain. He's just like this little old guy. And why was she dreaming?
He said he had to continue his studies, he had to seem mean and all powerful.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
To continue their studies, they have to be mean. You said it right there. And then you got the munchkins, of course, which are little people, which are children. Children are small people.
Yeah.
I mean, just
And who are the monkeys?
And the good witch protected the little people, remember?
yes, that's right.
Glinda,
Galinda,
Glinda.
Glinda, Glinda.
Yes, her name was Glinda, the wick or the good witch of the
Last time I watched
Of
it
the
was
North.
25,
Good
30 years ago with fucking Pink Floyd. So,
Mhm.
so I didn't even hear the. And that people should do. And there's a reason Pink Floyd did that too. There's a reason Pink Floyd has the triangle with the fucking rainbow. Wake the fuck up, people. They're a British group. We're in British rule. God, easy. It's so easy. We have the Constitution. All the other laws are from Britain. Is it that
Right.
hard to understand?
Right.
I'm not like an ingenious person. I like connecting things. I'm good like that. But obviously, we have the Constitution. There is no other law.
Yeah, and Ohio just failed for us,
Right.
for our Constitution.
That's right.
Well, you always got to remember, who do they think they are that they could change the Constitution?
Well, wait a second. No, it's the Ohioan Constitution. It's not.
Yes,
our-
that's right. That's right.
But you got to understand. Don't say Ohio failed. You can't say the people failed because we don't know that. We know there had to be over 120 million people that voted for Trump.
This state is being turned blue.
By the deep state, and not by Dominion, by whatever means necessary for them to change.
And it's not people moving here. People are getting out of here.
Yes. Well, look at what happened with the train derailment, and your nephew's still living there, and he can't sell a fucking house. Well,
That's right.
God, how is he gonna do that with all those chemicals flying around?
That's right. And what's it going to do to them in the future?
Mm-hmm. That's right. I agree.
That's what I think about.
All the vaccinations that everybody was given. You gotta be out of your mind taking a vaccine.
Well,
You
I
should be-
did.
Yeah, but you actually had to go somewhere. All right. Now with the
Yes.
laws in place, you couldn't do it. So at least there's a reason.
Thank God you got the good one.
Yes, you got Trump's vaccine. You didn't get the Biden boosters. There's a huge difference.
No, I didn't get any boosters. I
You
wouldn't.
got the shot to say, hey, I could, and you know what? Trump was counting on that. Because all you needed was that shot to travel. It was a placebo or steroid. My
Right.
mother's
I
heart
hope
rate,
so.
my mother's heart started working better a couple of weeks after taking the fucking vaccine. Trump's
Yeah, that
vaccine.
is really weird.
Like 10%. Her heart was working at 30% for like 8 years, and it went up to 40. I'm like, what? And then none of my friends in New York who got the shot first, none of them died. My stepkids. I mean, there's facts.
Yeah, and
You gotta
I never
realize.
got sick.
And then who's sick? Who's sick right now?
I know someone very near and dear to me who got all the shots and now is battling cancer.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's so many of that. They drop dead or they're battling cancer. Yeah. If you got the shot before June, July of since when did Trump put it out? No, it might have been September, October. If you got the shot before then, you're fine. If you got any of Biden's shots or his boosters, you're not gonna fare well. There's metal in it. Metal.
Yeah,
Putting
what
metal in your
for?
body for dorks. Oh, but nobody knew what was in it. What the fuck you think they put in it? Something good for you? Get your damn vitamins and take care of yourself. The government doesn't take care of us. We take care of us.
That's
That's
right.
the whole point of the goddamn Constitution. We, the people. And yet we flocked like little fucking lemmings going to
Whoa.
CVS. You
You're
better get
right.
that shot.
Democrat.
My baby before it's born needs that liquid in him, that beautiful juice. Are you out of your fucking mind? You don't know what it's going to do to that baby.
That's true.
I remember reading at one point 300 pregnancies were lost in Florida alone.
I don't doubt that.
I think it was they were in the first, it was even, they were within the first 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yep.
What, that doesn't happen, folks. That's not a normal thing. Yes, you have people that lose children.
Right.
Not 300 within a year of taking a shot. Come on.
Well, I know a girl who took the shots. She was a nurse and she had to take the shots and she was pregnant and her baby can't hear.
Oh God.
Yep. It was put out to destroy. Anything Biden could have put out was meant to destroy. Anything Trump could put out was meant to do good.
Biden is the destroyer,
So tired of repeating myself.
as
So
we
tired.
all are. But we're getting there, Carolyn. Even though we're all sick of it, and I know you are too. I know you're sick to death of it. But you gotta stay vigilant. You gotta stay vigilant, man.
I agree.
I
We
could stay
all have to
vigilant
stay
for
vigilant.
me and us. I don't have to help anybody else.
Yes, you do. But you never say that. You have a lot of people over.
Can't do it anymore. I'm done. Done. And I hate to be so pathetic. I'm not like that, but I am. I am pathetic right now. I am done.
You are a fucking great influencer, so you should stop saying you're done.
I never leave you
Yeah.
guys.
I
You know,
agree with you, though. Yeah,
I just,
I do.
I can't, like I said, I can't even go on to Jeremy and listen to him. And although he makes brilliant points and he brings up fascinating stories and he's really good about the past and everything, he's not awake. He is simply not awake. Does that make sense? Like,
There's a great change coming.
thank you. Thank you, Joe. You just actually calm me the fuck down by saying that.
I know there's a great change coming, Carolyn. I already know that. But how it's going to change and where and the way it's going to change, I don't know. I mean, everybody can speculate all they want, but nobody really knows because we really don't know the future yet. But we do know, well, I do know one thing. I do know this. The man that President Trump is appointing as his attorney general for 2024 on day one of his office, he said he is planning to fly all over the United States and he is going to indict every AG that has not been following the law.
Now,
Every single
he did
one of
say
them.
that. Now, what if he knew certain people were evil his first 4 years?
They do. They know who all the bad people are. Trump even said
What
he
if
knows
he
who all
got
they
rid
are.
of them? A lot of them.
Mhm.
I know he did. I could see fake people. They don't look real. Zuckerberg, look at this kid, man. Have you been looking at people your whole lives and look at this guy and say, well, he's a real person? Are you out of your mind? I fucked up. I failed. I failed. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I fucking failed.
Zuckerberg does not look like a normal person. No, nobody ever.
No, he doesn't. He reminds me of, he looks like Pence. That same stretched look on his face.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
That's one man. I just do not like Mike Pence. Oh God.
And who else is shiny once in a while? Not all the time, but Biden is very shiny.
Oh, absolutely he is.
Well, what connection could that be? people are listening and learning and trying their best, but they're not seeing the obvious because it's something they see every day, so they don't look at details.
Right.
That's the honest truth. You're talking to an artiste. My whole life I've been an artist. My whole fucking life since I'm like 4 or 5. I hate to be like that. Like, oh, I might know better, but I am gonna be like that. I do know fucking better. Those people aren't fucking, they don't look right. I don't
They
care
don't.
if they're clones, doubles,
I can agree
actors,
with
I
you,
don't care what you want to
Carol.
call them. They're
I
not.
can actually agree with you on that. They don't look right.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you know,
Jeez,
to me,
that's
if
a
you
big
look, if
thing.
you ask me, Zuckerberg has a pasty look about himself.
Oh, I
Hey.
agree. Like he never goes outside. Plasticky.
Yes. Yes.
Zuckerberg said something about the adrenochrome in one of his tweets, but nobody ever brings that up.
Nope.
Why would Zuckerberg, a kid, know anything about adrenochrome when he didn't study the sciences? You know, you would really have to study a specific science, like, I don't know what's blood science called, but you know,
Hematology.
yeah, I just had it. Yeah, because when you're a
Hemophiliac.
hemophiliac, they bruise easily and stuff, right? They bleed easily. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So I just don't get it. I mean, you have these people talking about little girls, women talking about little girls. Let's see them do those beautiful splits and not as a gymnast.
No,
They
as a sexual tool.
as a sexual tool. You've had at least hundreds on Twitter alone. That's why I hate Twitter. I can't even go on there. I won't.
No, I don't have a Twitter account.
I did it first
Never
until I
have.
started seeing all that crap. And I'm like, no.
Right, I did too. And I was on it for about 5 minutes and I thought, nope, this doesn't appeal to me.
Right. And more
never
people
had
should be
Twitter.
like that. You can't be on a site just because you think people will watch you.
I don't want people watching me.
Well, that's silly because we're doing YouTube videos like now.
Oh, well, that doesn't bother me. That's not this. I guess it is this. No,
same.
well, it is the same thing when I think about it, because
I
it
hate
would be my
YouTube too.
opinion.
I hate
Mhm.
YouTube too, but look at me fight them.
Yeah.
So
We have to fight.
gotta
We
fight.
have to fight back.
I'm not gonna halt my speech. That's why I
Mhm.
love Larry Elder right now.
Mhm.
Like I've been a Larry Elder fan for over 10 years now, I think. But I always loved him. So but right now, he's the only one that said never on live at a Republican meeting.
Wow.
And guess what? He wasn't arrested for it
Yeah.
because it is against the law.
My parents always taught me to hate that word, so I just hate that word.
My mom said it.
Well, yeah, your mom was from Jerry says it because he grew up with it.
Right.
The South grew up with the word. So what? Who cares?
I'm not saying my mom said it all the time, but she did say it, like sometimes.
I never found it a necessary word unless I was reading Mark Twain, writing something about Mark Twain. I mean, like, why is it a necessary word? Fine, but you're allowed to damn well say it. If the black people can, why can't we? Are you out of your fucking skulls?
And they call us cracker and all
Right, and
sorts of
that's
things.
allowed.
Yeah, well,
I'll start saying negro from now on. Let them fuck with that.
that's what Jerry does.
Yeah. Oh, does he? Oh, that's right. He did say, yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
That's because that's what I said. I said it in the last live. That's where they got nigger from, was negro, black. You know? So they kind of combine the two, changing the word. Like they change every or make new words. You can't create new words unless it's technical, unless it's
They're not
it's
creating new words, they're changing the meaning of the words.
That's right. And that reminds me
changed
of a
words
word
too.
I looked up today. And I wanted everybody to know what the word precocious means.
Precocious?
Yes, because it is not a negative word.
No, it's not.
Okay, this is
Who
what
said
it
it was?
means.
Great.
It's an adjective, having developed certain abilities or proclivities at an
Mhm.
earlier age than usual. But people use precocious as almost obnoxious, like it's
So
a
maybe
bad
that's what it was.
connotation, and that's not
Not-
what it is.
That's the thing. They do. They change our definitions.
Oh, it makes
Democracy,
me
they change
mad.
the definition of democracy to fit what it is today.
You guys
But
think that
yet,
that's how
democracy is for the people. It's about the people. I don't understand.
That's right.
It's simple.
Joe, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, maybe that's how people saw me all my whole life.
What,
That's why they didn't like
precocious?
me. Yeah, and that's why they didn't like me too well.
Well, then they didn't know, I mean, they didn't know what the word meant.
Right. Well, they didn't know what the word,
Yes,
but they
you
didn't
are a
know.
precocious person. I mean, I'm sure you were a child, a precocious child,
You
but
could be
that doesn't mean
precocious
that
at
you're
any age.
obnoxious.
Well,
Oh, that makes me so mad when people get it wrong.
could have been. It could have been. That's how they treat. Because I mean,
Well,
yeah.
look at everybody calls what is Jeffrey Epstein's plane called?
Is what?
No.
His plane. You remember what his
Oh,
plane's called?
yeah, it does have a
Lolita.
weird name, doesn't it?
Lolita.
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 Now
Lolita.
go look up what
Oh.
Lolita means. I actually don't know why I know what Lolita means. But I'm positive it means what I think it means, which is similar to what you were saying about precociousness.
Okay. My phone is being retarded. Oh, excuse me for all you PC people. I meant it was handy capable.
To be retarded just means to be slow. Tar is retardant. It dries slow.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They changed the definitions.
Right. Because like you could go through a mud puddle with a car, and the wheel has become retarded from the mud.
Right. Drive
Same
slower.
definition.
Oh, it is a nickname in Spanish for the name Dolores.
That's right.
But I
That's
didn't
not-
know that.
That's not the meaning.
No, I'm looking. This phone will not tell me. It probably is about people kidnapping and sexually abusing people. Right?
Get warmer. No,
No.
not exactly. All right, I'll
Oh, precociously seductive. That's what it means.
precocious. That
She's
word. Isn't that
advanced. Yes. Yeah, there you go.
precociously seductive? People don't know this. And nobody really likes Jeffrey Epstein. So, I mean, but they don't know how many people actually flew on the
Wow.
precocious plane.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What a scumbag.
Sorry, I got paint clothes on. Plus, I'm going to paint today if I
Good.
calm my mind down enough.
Well, that's disappointing.
What's disappointing? My mind doesn't
That
calm.
that there are such scumbags in this world, like Jeffrey Epstein and
He
Prince
ain't dead,
Andrew and
Well, don't forget Oprah and Ghislaine.
yes.
Women too. Women can be pigs too.
Epstein cannot possibly be dead since I'll
No,
tell you, they
he's
did.
not.
But the funny thing is, I don't know if these things come to me, and I swear to God, sometimes there are just too many coincidences in my life. Or maybe I'm just open to them, and that's why they come to me. But I'm watching a TV show, an old show, and it's going off about, it was Unsolved Mysteries, how somebody killed themselves with toilet paper in
Did
jail.
they do swallow it?
No,
Oh, he hung himself.
He hung himself, just
Oh
like
my
Epstein
gosh, with toilet paper.
with toilet paper. So it,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not funny.
so it's been done before. What I'm saying is the narrative has been written before.
Right.
It's a smack in our faces to say, okay, those guys were sleeping, the little security guys, and then the power went off, and then Epstein hung himself with toilet paper, and then they show us this body that looks absolutely nothing like Epstein. Because I've said it a billion times, if ever, the ear is the same as a fingerprint.
Right.
I've drawn the ears my whole life because you have
I
to
know
with
you
our
have.
faces. Not one ear is the same. That was not Epstein. I will tell you that. I am a fucking master artist if I have to be.
Do you think it was Bin Laden?
It was,
I
I
mean-
always went to check.
The chef guy.
I'm pretty sure it was Hillary's brother.
Oh, Hillary. Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
I thought it was the chef guy.
No, a lot of people thought that. That was the chef that died during Trump's
And how did he die?
if I had to guess, poison food. Trump had been at that point at least 19 times his life was at threat.
Right.
And I would imagine that so therefore they would not have used that chef. The chef was a good guy. They wouldn't have used him. They would have used Hillary's brother
Wow.
as a
Do you-
dishonoring,
Since you said you don't believe, and I don't either, I believe that Epstein is still alive.
I do.
Do you think that Bin Laden is still alive?
Yes.
No. No, Trump got
Really?
Well, Trump killed off ISIS. So of course he went after Bin Laden had nothing. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of things with Bin Laden. He was probably like the pirate Roberts.
Yep.
There were many of them. There were many of them given the name to be Bin Laden. And I believe Obama was one of them. That's where he learned all his shit for 10 years. He was Bin Laden for 10 years in his 20s and 30s until he came here and somehow became a Chicago mayor and then president.
Yeah, that was a big hoax, wasn't it? Perpetrated on the American people.
Oh, yes, he was. Piece of shit. I hate Obama. to
It
the
wasn't a
core.
hoax, it was a plan
No, I mean, the hoax was,
on us.
yes, the fact that he's, born in another area of the
Another
world.
country. Another country.
Right.
Grew
That
up in
just
another country.
hits my goat.
I know for a fact he grew up in another country. Where he was born, it doesn't matter. He was an evil person. He was meant to do harm to the American society.
Yep.
He wanted to destroy us. They want to give the maritime global law says that they want to give China 80 years of control. Ain't gonna happen.
Fuck China.
Ain't gonna happen. Well, that's why they started in 75, 76, around the time I was born.
I'm going to
Yep.
tell you something right now. Don't you think, okay, because England was the biggest empire ever. And don't you think that the normal people like us were talking back in the 30s and the 20s and the teens the same way we're talking now?
Yes.
That is scary because we are repeating history.
Yes.
Yeah.
But see, the biggest difference is we're using their tools against them. Facebook was meant to tell us what it wants to tell us, just like every other media,
Right.
But you got people coming together. You got people trying mega, right? And they didn't expect that, or they didn't think. Maybe they're too inbred to fucking think of the future. I mean, that wasn't very
No.
part of them. Oh, we have
2016
Facebook.
proves they miscalculated.
100% they did. They did not expect us to get on Zoom like this and use it against them.
2024 is going to be a surprise too.
All right, Hawkeye. Oh, yes.
Not to us.
Nope.
Hey, buddy. Hawkeye. Hi. Come and look in the camera, buddy.
Who is that?
Come on, Hawkeye. There.
You don't want to say hello to Aunt Jill?
It's okay. He's out of sorts today.
He's so sad. Daddy's been gone.
Aw.
Oh my God. No daddy. Yet, until he was like a year and a half, he'd lay on me to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's funny.
25 pounds, yeah?
Well, you're his mummy.
You're not the pack leader.
Not anymore.
You never were.
I've been too busy. He stays with John because I'm with you guys and I'm doing all this shit and whatever else I do. I don't know. But you're coming out and hanging out with Mama now, huh? Unless there was something really wrong, then he would be down here in a heartbeat. Like if he saw me crying or something, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
If I was-
like I said, you're his mother.
Yeah. Oh, you
And
want-
that's how Blaze is with me. I'm
High
his
five for Uncle
mother.
Joe. High five for Uncle Joe. Kisses
Yay!
Aunt Jill. Give kisses for Aunt.
Oh, good boy.
We'll call
I
him
haven't
Boy.
seen you in donkey's years.
Dog years.
Yeah, dog years. Oh, you pretty boy.
You say
Hello,
hello?
beautiful. Do you want some bones?
Can't believe he's 9 already.
Oh my.
He's
He's an
yeah,
old
because he
man.
was about a year old when we left New York.
Oh, look at him looking at you.
No, he's looking at Mikey.
Oh,
Mikey's in the kitchen.
Oh,
He's hoping it's Daddy. Daddy be home later today.
oh boy.
Daddy be home for hum-hums for dinner. Okay. He didn't even eat yesterday.
Aw.
I made him like the best bone. I put blue cheese on it. Are you hungry? Now you're hungry?
Aw.
Give Mama a
Good
kiss.
boy.
Give me kisses on the nose. Good boy.
Aw, he's lovely.
What do you want?
He's hungry.
You want to play patty cakes? Oh, his ears keep going up when you're saying hungry, so he probably is.
Uh-huh.
Come on, play patty cakes. Other paw.
Good boy.
He used to play a lot, but I guess now. All
I
right, let me.
I'm gonna see. Are you hungry? Oh, yes.
You want a bone? I have that bone from yesterday. I'll heat it up a little bit.
yeah, there we go.
It's got blue cheese. It's got broth. He loves
Did you
drinking.
eat, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Come
I'm
on,
done.
puppy.
I ate. I've got my clothes ready to throw on. I've
You
made
got
our
a
drink.
shower already?
Oh yeah.
Good.
It's shaved. I
You
did
didn't
everything
shave
this
your
morning.
beard off, did you?
No. No. Because then they wouldn't be
Oh,
able to come
no.
with the colonel.
That's right. What would you do? You'd have to have a fake one.
I know they would freak out. They go, "What did you do?" I would never hear the end of that one. So I did not shave it off.